Be.
Okay.
Revival of Harvey Fierstein's Tony Award-winning show is on Broadway also. It's called Torch Song, and we're talking with two of the actors starring in the show.
The Broadway show Torch Song has been getting rave reviews since hitting the Great White Way. The stars of the show, Michael Urie and Ward Hortonstop.
So there is a great new show on Broadway. It is called Torch Song. It's only a limited engagement. It's the revival of the Harvey Fierstein's 1983 Tony Award-winning play called Torch Song Trilogy.
Torch Song Trilogy. Now it's just Torch Song. We'll get to why that is, but we're lucky enough to have two of the stars joining us here on the couch. Michael Urie, who we know, of course, and Ward Horton. Welcome. Good day, New York, guys. How are you?
Good morning. Very well. Thank you so much.
This must be early for you because you're up very late, working very hard.
Well, Ward has kids, so he's up this early usually.
We were just talking about that. Yeah, I'm used to this.
How old are your kids?
13 and 9. Almost 13 and 9.
Okay,
not there yet.
That's fun. Yeah. That's fun. Yeah. Meanwhile, Michael,
mine are dog and cat. They wait
up early too.
They wait for me.
The dog has to go get walked, right?
She'll wait.
So, Michael, you have like a lot of pressure on you to play this role, right? I mean, this is Harvey Fierstein's life.
Yeah. Well, yes, it is. And he played the role, and he wrote the play.
I know.
And he was there when we rehearsed it quite a bit.
Do you have to play the voice too?
No, I don't have to do the voice.
I mean, because that voice is really
I mean, I can do the voice, but I don't do the voice.
Thank God, because then it would be too much.
It would, well, and I would lose my voice. I wouldn't be able to do 8 shows a week. But they were very big shoes to fill, and he was extremely gracious with me from the very beginning. It was always my take. The script was, of course, sacred, but it was always my interpretation of what he wrote. And it's a great part. And with all great parts, there are many interpretations to them. I mean, you take, you know, roles of Shakespeare or Tennessee Williams or Eugene O'Neill. Those kinds of roles can be interpreted many different ways, and this one's no different.
It is wild. See, I came to see it. It's a brilliant play. I think that what surprised me the most about it is that it's really a family play. This is a story about families, whether or not you're born into a family, which we all are, or you choose your families. Is that what you figured out about it too, doing the rehearsals on the show?
It has been, and I think that we as a cast have been able, because we did this off-Broadway for 3.5 months and have brought it back 9 months later, we were able to really kind of get to know each other and kind of dig deeper, get back in the rehearsal room, dig deeper, and that family atmosphere and that connection is stronger now than it was before.
Ward, is this your first time on Broadway?
Yeah, it's my Broadway debut.
They shot you out of a cannon. This is a way to arrive.
And I get to do it with this guy, and
big part. He's incredible. He won't tell you this story, but I will.
Tell us.
He got the job in the room. This is something that they always say happens in show business. It doesn't ever happen in show business. He came in, he auditioned, he was perfect, and they said, "Could you wait in the hall?" And he left the room, and I read with him. I wasn't really making a decision. I was just reading.
Did you like him
This is my 4th audition, by the way. It wasn't like the first one. But
Right.
But it was the first one for Harvey.
Yes, it was.
And for me, the first time I was in the room, and the producers and everybody, and he left the room, and we were all like, yeah. And Moises Kaufman, our director, said, "I'm going to tell him right now." and he got the job in the room, which is
exciting.
Very cool.
Exciting.
He was perfect.
It's so exciting. Also, too, we should say, it's doing great business. You're selling out, and you're having a ton of celebrities come to see the show.
We've had a few famous people in the audience.
I think we might have some video. Well, let's... Oh, wait, that's not the rolling video. That's just pictures.
They're the Clintons. There's Bill and Hillary backstage.
There they
are.
Arriving.
Look at that.
And what you can't see is backstage, I'm peeking through the set.
We all are. Everybody. There's
Did you know they were coming? Did they tell actors?
We knew, but you know, they're very busy people. So we weren't holding our breath because they might have, you know, something might have come up.
Yeah.
But we were told. Actually, earlier in the week, we were told we weren't allowed to have guests on Saturday, and we were like, "What? Whatever. Why can't we have guests?" And they said, "Well, there's."
And then everybody started asking questions.
Yeah, there's a VIP coming, and I was like, "Is it Barbara Streisand?" And the stage manager said, "No, but gay people will be happier."
Then it's the Clintons or Oprah. I mean, it's that big.
I guessed immediately. I was like, "It's Hillary," and I started sobbing. And
does it change your performance when you know someone that big is in the house?
Yes. Yes. But I wouldn't say we don't give the same amount of performance. It just, there's something, it changes the entire
Dynamic.
climate of the room. Not just what we're doing, but what they're doing, because suddenly everyone in the audience is aware, you know, as you saw,
People were going nuts.
They were going nuts.
I know.
And so everyone in the audience is aware that they're watching the show with the Clintons.
And they check in with the Clintons, like, oh, should we laugh here? Right? You know,
Really?
Yeah, that you can kind of feel that. It feels a different show.
I saw Julia Roberts at Pretty Woman.
Oh, I'm sure.
I didn't watch Pretty Woman. I watched Julia watch Pretty Woman all night. And Ward, they see a lot of you in this play. You're in your underwear for a substantial part of the
really?
play.
Why didn't you tell me that earlier?
But we have another co-star who does a little bit more of that.
How does that feel?
I wear fishnets.
Yeah.
You do.
Look at this. They're trying to up one another now.
How does that feel, standing up there?
You know what? I do what I have to do. You know, it's show business.
Well, Ward, we're not going to show you in your underwear.
Thank you. I really appreciate
But Michael,
that.
we may show you. I think we have a clip from Torch Song.
I'm proud of it.
You don't get much light here.
We get what they call indirect semi-shade. It's good for the plants.
So's manure. How do you find that? How do you find the roaches?
I turn on the lights.
Arnold, when a man is with his friends, he makes wife jokes. When he's with his wife, he makes mother jokes. When he's with his mother, he lets her make the jokes.
Mercedes Rural, right?
Force of
She is
nature.
She's all of our mama love.
We have to ask quickly, Ugly Betty reunion. There's gossip, there's buzz. What do you think?
We would love that. We keep in touch. Vanessa and Becky came to our opening. America and Tony and Judith came off Broadway. I mean, we're all still so close, and we would love it. And I think there's so many stories to tell about someone like Betty now. So we would love it. I mean, we'll see. There's so many rights, you know, there's so many rights issues.
In the meantime, just go see Michael and Ward at Torch Song. What's the theater?
We're at the Helen Hayes.
Helen Hayes.
The most intimate house on Broadway.
It's
Come
a great
see us.
Is that Jordan Roth's theater
Next
or
door
not?
to Jordan.
It's right next door.
to
Yeah,
his,
but there's not a bad seat in the house.
Of course not. Thank you. So nice. Thank you for getting up
us.
early.
It's a great show.
We appreciate it.
Thank you.